Welcome to Legends in the Making, the no BS, high impact show for leaders who refuse to settle for mediocrity. If you're tired of playing small, stuck in hesitation, or watching your team operate at half capacity, this is your wake up call. Here's the truth: legendary leadership isn't about titles, talent, or luck, it's about discipline, alignment, and execution. In each episode, we cut through the noise and get straight to what really moves the needle: the brutal costs of staying comfortable and how to break free, why your energy dictates everything from the execution to culture to bottom line results, and how to build unstoppable momentum without burnout, second guessing, and endless overthinking. This isn't theory, this isn't fluff. This is a playbook for leaders who are ready to ditch the ordinary and unleash the legendary. If you're ready to stop talking about potential and start creating undeniable results, you're in the right place. Let's get to work. And oh, I love today's topic. So, this is about your alignment with the essence of who you are, which is going to be really fun to get into. So, have you ever felt you're doing all the right things, but something still feels off? Like this isn't for you? Or maybe you're chasing all these endless tactics. Like it's like you'll see a lot of stuff pop up, like, oh, race and do this, or oh, race and do that, or oh, race and do this. This will solve it. Just do this. Like, how many of you are chasing something, thinking that that next ad that pops up that says, hey, just do this, you'll make 6 figures, 7 figures, and that's going to be the solve to who you are. That's going to be the unlock. Like, I really want you to sit and ponder that for a moment. Like, how many of us have been there or doing that, thinking that that next thing is going to be what unlocks it for us? And the sad reality is it's just not true. Every person that's here as we go through this episode is here to find out the essence of who they are. Why did you come here? What is the service that you are to be to humanity? The uniqueness of who you are. There is no other person that is like you. Yes, we are all equal, we are all the same, but the frequency that you emit to give to this planet, to be a catalyst for humanity, is unique to you. And I want you to think of one coaching program, one get rich quick scheme, one we'll tell you how to market, you'll have this 6 figures by the end of this strategy, is talking about the essence of who you are and unlocking that. That shit doesn't work because it's not addressing who you are. You can go chase it down, but until it comes from you and is the frequency of you, all those tactics aren't going to mean shit. And I do a lot of coaching and have a lot of breakthrough moments with people because it's like, you're here not to sell something to someone based on a problem. You're here to bring your unique frequency of who you are to be a catalyst to wake people up, not the other way around. Think about that. I want you to just ponder that thought for a minute. You are here to not sell something to somebody because that's transactional. You want to take from somebody for yourself versus like, who uniquely am I and what is my catalyst to humanity? Because in that frequency, you're going to get paid more than you can even possibly imagine. So think about this. What is the essence of who you are that you're giving to humanity that no other human being can deliver to them? It's not about a product, and it's not about getting rich. If you want to take from other people and not be in service to them, you will never be successful. So this episode is about remembering who you are. This is about realigning with the essence of who you are, because in the realignment with the essence of who you are, you're actually to deliver to humanity, to the human collective, which is how we operate as a species. We can't break free from this. There is such an important remembrance to know that we have to operate within the universal truths and the universal laws and the constraints that dictate how we interrelate as a human being if we want to be successful. We are transcending, we are moving in the density of consciousness on the planet currently. And what has previously worked, what's previously existed, will no longer work. Just like we've evolved from being caveman, so on and so forth, we are rising in our consciousness to become a more enlightened being. So if you don't understand where we're going and how to get there, you're going to constantly be falling behind. And we're seeing this right now, that old patterns, old constructs are not working. And they're not working because they don't align with this. So, most of us get really fixated on what we need to fix within ourselves versus understanding that we are here to align with who we are, to understand who we are, to remember who we are, and to embody that frequency that our soul is meant to be. We are all energy. Each one of us has souls. We are our souls. We are not our body. We are not our thoughts. We are not our minds. We are our souls. Our energy dictates who we are. Understanding that essence of our energy is what we're here to do. And each one of us, although all of us are the same, each one of us has got a unique frequency that we were dropped in here to serve humanity. We came in here to become the highest and greatest version of our soul, to actualize that in this lifetime. We came here to transcend and overcome our egoic self, our own energy, our own self-identification designed to work against us because we're so identified in separation. When we're here to understand, as part of the human collective, the concept of unity consciousness, that there's only one of us here. And in the unity consciousness, it's about tuning in to our frequency and serving the other souls that are part of the human collective. Where we're in dissonance and not in resonance is when we identify and think of ourselves as a separate soul. And as a separate soul, I'm here to be this egoic doer that's doing things that aren't in alignment with myself. I am doing things to attract or achieve money. Where is money going? When you transition and go on to the next density of consciousness, where is that money going? It's going nowhere. There's nothing wrong with money, but pursuing things for money is, in essence, a calling card to the universe that you are in lack because you feel like you don't have enough. Versus, I am here to serve the collective whole. What is unique about me that nobody else has a vantage point of, nobody else is here to do, and I'm the catalyst to offer this frequency to the collective to help transcend, awaken, and grow the whole consciousness, the collective consciousness of the universe. That's what you're here to actualize and realize. It's beyond even purpose, because Purpose can also be very egoic. What am I here to do? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to be? If I am on purpose, then what do I get for that? Versus like, I am here to serve, and in that service, I'm going to receive. This is not about being perfect. It's about the embodiment of who you truly are and taking steps every day to uncover and find that. So what we know is that we are overriding our natural human cycles, human emotions, and energy in the name of trying to get ahead, in the name of money, because we think money is determining our worthiness. When money has nothing to do to determine our worthiness, money is just an exchange point that we've created as a human society for an exchange of goods. That's all it is. It has no other meaning. And we've assigned meaning like, if you have billions, you're more worthy than me. No. We're all equally worthy. Some people might just be more energetically aligned to receive more money, and hence that's why they have more of it. Because they're more in service of humanity, and how's humanity rewarding them? By gifting them back that through monetary exchange. So we've also think about like, how do we move from our egoic self and the separated individual doer into more of a state of being? To understand that softness, stillness, and being reflective as a human species is wisdom. And in wisdom, you can then collectively move. Like, we associate like go, is that I'm high performing. No, high performing has to be redefined as, am I in alignment and taking action from that aligned place? Do you feel like that's why you're here? And if you are here to do that, you go act, and you actually don't even care what anybody else is thinking. How oftentimes do we not act because we're too worried about what anybody else thinks of us? You can bust all that up. Think about that. You can destroy all of that. So when I think about remembering who we are versus fixing who we are, like self-help, even, and that whole category of self-help is derived from the perception that you're not good enough. So how does that then help you grow if you feel like you're not good enough? There's something wrong with you. There's something lacking. If you're in this, I've got to fix this mindset, you're coming from shame and scarcity and force. God has each one of us right where he wants each one of us. Each one of us have gone through all the life lessons that we were designed to go through to remember who we are. So when we connect in with the remembrance of who we are, who am I at the core of my being? Who am I as a soul? We start to reconnect with our essence, with the rhythm and the cycles of the universal forces that are always in play. And we connect in for our why of how we're here to serve the collective whole. That's what we're here to do. When we really get that figured out as a human species, this world is going to be something that none of us will even fathom or recognize in our minds. So how can you, as a leader, as an individual, start to build trust and alignment practices within your organizations? Think about this. What if your power isn't about what you fix, but it's what you remember? And in what you remember, it's what you then offer to the world, because you're embodying that. How do we change others? We change others by changing ourselves. If I want others to be peaceful and mindful and kind, then am I embodying those and am I exuding those out in every interaction I have with them? That's the work that we came here to do. So there are a couple ways that you can just focus in on your essence and give that, as you change that, then you're going to shift. So I would really, again, do an energy check-in in the morning. Where am I? How am I feeling? What am I honoring within myself? What's the vibration that I am exuding? And there's a great book out there by David Hawkins around the scales of consciousness. And it's like, the higher up you go, obviously you're more in your power because you're more in the essence of your being. Or when you're in the lower vibrational states, you're more in a force. So check in. Where am I at? What am I feeling? Am I feeling defeated? Am I feeling shame? Am I feeling not enough? Am I feeling overwhelmed? Where are we at? Check in with yourself. Spend 5-10 minutes just in quiet peace, aligning, asking the universe, who do you want me to be today? Who do you want me to be today? And then you can write or speak your daily intentions. I am here too. I am here too. And also reflect, where am I performing instead of embodying? Am I being or am I doing? Where am I performing instead of embodying? So what I would just close with, those things for you to reflect on. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're simply being invited back to yourself. And when you remember and return to who you really are, everything else aligns. When you know why you came here, what's your unique frequency you're supposed to embody, how are you supposed to be a catalyst for the rest of humanity, for them to all activate and step into their highest potential? That's when the magic happens. DM me, remember, if you're ready to rediscover your essence, your why for the human collective, and what your leadership has always meant to be, what it's meant to be. Let's do this. Let's start rising up into our highest potential so that we can help the human collective do the same. So I've just given you a couple great techniques of how you can come back into alignment with yourself. And legendary leadership isn't built on ideas. It's about on taking action that I just described to you. So ask yourself, what's one thing you can do to come into more alignment with who you are so that you can step into the next level? If today's episode hit home, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Tag a leader who needs to hear it. And let's create a ripple effect of unstoppable change. If you want to go deeper, again, DM me, remember, and let's explore how we can work together. I can work inside your company to make monumental change, to come into alignment with who you're supposed to be, to deliver you results beyond your wildest imaginations. No more playing small, no more hesitation. You've got what it takes. Now go make it happen. This is Legends in the Making, and you are just getting started. And until next time, stay aligned, stay disciplined, and keep leading at the highest level.